Selim I, known as Selim the Grim or Selim the Resolute, ruled the Ottoman Empire from 1512 to 1520. His reign marked a period of unprecedented expansion, during which he extended Ottoman control deep into the heart of the Muslim world. Under Selim's leadership, the Ottoman Empire grew by an astonishing 70%, encompassing the Levant, Egypt, and the Hejaz region of the Arabian Peninsula. This rapid expansion laid a strong foundation for his successor, Suleiman the Magnificent, to extend Ottoman influence into Europe. At the dawn of the 16th century, tensions between the Ottomans and the Persian Safavid Empire were high. The Safavids, led by Ismail I, were a rising power in Persia, seeking to assert control over vast territories in the Middle East. However, the conflict between the Ottomans and Safavids was not merely territorial. It was also deeply religious. The Ottomans adhered to Sunni Islam, while the Safavids were Shia. Both empires sought to dominate the region politically and religiously, with the Safavids inciting rebellions among Shia subjects in Ottoman territories. Selim's path to the throne was fraught with challenges. Although he was the youngest son of Sultan Bayezid II, Ottoman succession was determined by strength rather than birthright. The throne was claimed by the prince who could reach Constantinople first and secure the loyalty of the empire's military and administrative leaders. This often led to civil wars among rival claimants. Selim, however, proved his mettle by securing Trabzon, a strategic city on the Black Sea, where he demonstrated his military prowess by repelling Safavid incursions and conquering part of the Kingdom of Georgia in 1508. By 1512, Bayezid II had lost control over his advisors and sons, each vying for power. The Ottoman court was divided by factions supporting different princes. Selim's eldest brother, Said Ahmed, attempted to seize the throne while Selim was away in Crimea. In response, Selim swiftly mobilized his forces, sailed across the Black Sea, and gathered additional troops. On April 25, 1512, Selim's forces entered Constantinople, forcing Bayezid II to abdicate. The former sultan was sent into comfortable exile, where he died shortly after. Selim quickly consolidated his power by eliminating his remaining rivals. Following a decisive victory at the Battle of Bursa, Selim captured and executed Ahmed. Ahmed's son, Said Murad, fled to the Safavid Empire but never managed to mount a successful campaign against his uncle. To secure his position as sultan, Selim ordered the execution of all his remaining brothers and nephews. With his rule secure, Selim turned his attention to the Safavid threat. He mobilized the Janissary Corps, the elite Ottoman military force, and launched a brutal campaign against Shia rebels in eastern Anatolia. This purge was a prelude to war with the Safavids. In August 1514, Selim led his forces into Safavid territory, seeking a decisive battle. Despite being outnumbered, Selim's army had the advantage of superior gunpowder weaponry, which proved decisive at the Battle of Calderon. The Safavid army was crushed, and Shah Ismail was wounded and forced to retreat. The Ottomans occupied the Persian capital of Tabriz shortly after, with Selim making a triumphant entry on September 5th. With the Safavids weakened, Selim turned his sights on the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt, a rival power that controlled key territories, including the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. In late 1515, Selim began preparations for an invasion. In 1516, the Ottomans stormed into Syria, defeating the Mamluk garrisons. The decisive Battle of Marj Dabik in August 1516 opened the way to Egypt. In January 1517, Selim's forces destroyed the main Mamluk army at the Battle of Rodania. The Mamluk Sultan was killed, and Selim secured control over Egypt, Mecca, and Medina, marking the beginning of the Ottoman Caliphate. Selim's new title as protector of Mecca and Medina solidified his status as the leading Sunni political and religious figure in the Muslim world. Selim's reign was also marked by significant economic and political moves. After defeating the Safavids, he imposed a total embargo on them, leveraging Ottoman control over crucial trade routes. This economic stranglehold severely limited the Safavids' access to global trade, further consolidating Ottoman power. Internally, Selim was known for his intolerance of ineffective or corrupt officials. He executed many viziers who failed to meet his high standards, ensuring a stable and efficient administration. This rigorous approach to governance created a solid foundation for his successor, Suleiman the Magnificent, to build upon. In foreign affairs, Selim skillfully forged alliances, notably with the Indian Mughal Empire. Both empires were Sunni Muslim and shared a common enemy in the Safavids. Their alliance helped further isolate the Safavids and ensured the continued dominance of Sunni Islam in the region. Selim I was not only a warrior, but also a patron of culture. Fluent in Turkish and Persian, he wrote poetry and supported the spread of knowledge through the printing press, while also maintaining traditional manuscript production. Under his reign, Constantinople became a vibrant center of cultural and intellectual exchange. Selim I died on September 22, 1520, after a brief illness. Although his reign was short, his relentless pursuit of expansion and consolidation of power ensured that his son, Suleiman, could preside over one of the most glorious periods in Ottoman history.